Hello guys, what's up? The last video, as I told you that I'll be discussing the quadratic equation. So today we'll be doing quadratic equation. Okay, so let's get started. So quadratic equation comprises of three subtopics. The first one is the solving part by using the Sridharacharya formula, which we'll be discussing today. And then the nature of the roots by using discriminant, so we'll be discussing on this one also. And then the word problems. Okay, so the problem based on quadratic equations. Okay, so before we move any further, first let us discuss what is the quadratic equations. Okay, so before we proceed, okay, so what is an equation? Okay, an equation is nothing but if you relate one term with the other with this symbol, then it is called an equation. Now, what makes it a quadratic equation? Now, if you look at the example of this one, x is equals to, so that means you are relating x with the term that is there on the right hand side. So x is equals to 3 plus y. Okay. Now look at the second example. X squared is equals to 3 plus y. So have you seen any difference here? So if you look at the first equation, the variable that we used are same, and the constant that we used are also same. But the only difference in these two equations are, in the second equation, the degree or the power of a variable used is 2. Okay. So any equation in which the degree or the power of the variable is 2, so that means the highest power of a variable used is 2, then it is called a quadratic equation. Alright. Now, if you look at another example, 1, 2, 3, 4 variable I use on the left hand side and 1 variable is on the right hand side. Okay. So if you look at this one, is it a quadratic equation? Yes, it is a quadratic equation because the highest power of A is 1, so it's not a quadratic. B is 1, it's not a quadratic. C is also 1, and Z is also 1. So then if you look at the left hand side, it doesn't make any quadratic equation. Okay, but if you look at the right hand side, the power of the variable used here is 2. So that means if you compare the left hand side and right hand side with this symbol, and if the highest power is 2, then it is a quadratic equation. Okay, alright. Now, the first lesson that is there in the syllabus is solving the quadratic equation. Okay. Now, solving means see the terms that we use in mathematics are very important. All right. So solve, evaluation, simplification. So in solve, what we do is we find the value of the variables x, y, z, a, b. So these are the variables that we use in mathematics. So to find the value of this variable is called solve. Okay. So we need to we'll find the value of the variable in this section. Okay. So before we start, let me give you some example of how the quadratic equation will be solved without using a formula. Okay. So then we'll relate that with the formula. So let's take an example. X squared plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Does this equation remind you of something? Okay, in class 8 and 9, if you just remove this one, so it forms an expression. Okay, so in class 8 and 9 we did chapters like factorization and expansion, in which to find the factors of this kind of equations. So what we can do is the grouping method, breaking middle term. So many methods are there. So we can break the middle term to find the factors of this one. So let's try to do that. So how will you break the middle term? The method is we'll multiply the coefficient of x squared and the constant. So if you multiply this, the value is 6. Now, to break the middle term, we'll use the factors of this one. But what sign will be here? Whether it's plus or minus, it depends upon the last value. If the last value is plus, so we use plus here. Okay. So what are the factors of 6? 6 into 1 and 3 into 2. Okay. So 6 plus 1 will be 7. So here, but here it's 5. 3 plus 2. Okay. Now it is the correct value. Now x squared plus 3x plus 2x. If we open a bracket, alright, so now if we take a common, x is common from this 2, plus 3 plus 2 is common from here, okay. Now x plus 3 is common. Now what are the remaining term? X plus 2. So this is the factor of this expression. This is what we did in class 8 and 9. Now if I add this symbol with 0, it forms an equation. So what kind of equation is this? Now since the highest degree of the power of the variable is 2, so it is a quadratic equation. Okay. Now let's add 0 here. Okay. Now to solve this one, what we do is we compare this with this one and we compare this with this one. Okay. So how do we do? Either and or. So either we'll write x plus 3 is equals to 0 and x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now from the first equation, if we take 3 to now the value of x that we get at the end, these are called roots or the solution, which we'll discuss later on. Okay, so for a timing, so this is how we solve the quadratic equation. Alright. Now let us take another example and let's compare with this one. X squared plus 5x plus 5 is equals to 0. Now if you look at this one, can we break the middle term? Let's try. X squared plus, so what is the method? We use plus 5 into minus 1. So only one factor which is not possible because 5 plus 1 is 6. So we cannot use the factorization method to find the value of x. So we use different method, and that method is called Acharya formula. Okay. So we'll be using a formula to find the value of x if we cannot break the middle term. Alright. Now, an Indian mathematician, Sridhar Acharya, have given us a formula to solve for x. And that formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus root under b squared minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. If this is 9, it has to be whole divided by 2a. Some student write only this part divided by 2a, which is wrong. So it has to be whole divided by 2a. Okay. Now the question is, so we know x, how to find. Okay. Now what are this a, b and c? Okay. So let's discuss that. Now any quadratic equation, okay, any, we have to convert it in a form which is called a general form, and that is given by ax squared plus b into x plus c is equals to 0. Now if we take an example of any quadratic equation, for example x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Alright, if you look at this one, are these two equations are somewhat same? Yes, it is. But the only difference is in place of a we have 1, okay. In place of b we have 5, and in place of c we have 6. Alright. Now what we do is we take the value of a, b and c and we put it in the equation, and whatever value we'll get, that will be the value of x. Alright. So that means what is important here is whatever equations are given, we have to convert that equation in this form. For example, if the equation is given like this, x squared plus 7x is equals to 3. So what we do, we take this 3 to this side. So if we take this 3 to this side, it will be minus 3 is equals to 0. So all the equations we have to convert in this form. For example, if I write x minus 1 by x is equals to 0. Now is this equation and this equation the same? No. So what we have to do is we'll convert this equation in this form. Okay. Now let's take 18. So what we do here is if we take the LCM is x squared minus x is equals to 8. If we cross multiply, this will be x squared minus x is equals to, sorry, this is 1 is equals to 8x. So if you take 8x to this side, so now this equation is somewhat similar to this one. Okay. So no problem with this minus this and this. If a is now here, if you compare this equation with this one, ax squared plus bx plus c. Now a is 1, B is 8, but here is minus, so B is minus 1. C is 1, since C is minus, so C will be minus 1. Okay, so what we do is we take this value, we will put it here. So let's try to solve it. Okay, now, so after finding the value A, B, and C, we'll put these values in this equation. Now always use the bracket. So B is 5 plus minus, B is 5 whole square minus 4, E is 1, and C is 6. Alright, this is whole divided. Remember this, it has to be whole divided, otherwise you will get marks. So this is 2 into A is 1. So X is equals to minus 5 plus minus root under 5 5 is 25 minus 6 4 is 24. This is whole divided by 2. You must be wondering what is this plus and minus. So we'll discuss it. Okay, wait. So X is equals to minus 5 plus minus root under 1. Alright. So what is the square root of 1? Square root of 1 is 1. So I'll continue it here. X is equals to minus 5 plus minus 1 divided by 2. Now it means that for any quadratic equation, we'll get two values of x. Alright? And this plus and minus helps us to find both the values. Okay, so what we have to do is either first we'll take the positive value or then we'll take the negative value. So x is equals to minus 5 plus 1 divided by 2, and x is equals to minus 5 minus 1 by 2. So x is equals to minus 4 by 2, and x is equals to minus 6 by 2. So this will be your minus 2. So the value of x here is minus 2, and 2 3 is 6. So here x is equals to minus 3. So we get two values of x, which is minus 2 and minus 3. So this is how it is done. So let's discuss one more example. So I've taken an example from this year's ICSE question paper. So this is the first question that came this year's ICSE from the quadratic equation, whatever we did just now. Okay, so this is the question. Solve the following quadratic equation. So this is the quadratic equation, and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So first we'll solve this, then I'll be discussing on this one. Okay, so yeah. So what is the first thing that we need to do? We need to compare the given quadratic equation with the general equation. Okay, so what is the general equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Alright, so what is the value of a? So here okay, so a is equals to, so if we compare here, if nothing is there, so that means it is 1. So the value of a is 1, b is 7, but it's minus, so we have to write minus 7, and c is equals to 3. Okay, so using formula, x is equals to minus b plus minus root under b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So this is the formula, right? So b is minus, so always keep this in mind that you have to put all the terms inside the bracket, plus minus root under b is minus 7 whole square minus 4. The value of a is 1 and the c is 3. Alright, this is whole. Remember this, it has to be whole divided by 2a. So 2 into a is 1. Alright, so minus into minus is plus, 7 plus minus root under. So if the value is negative and if the power is even number like 2, 4, because minus, when you multiply two negative side, then it will be plus, so minus into minus. But if it is 3 or 4, then it will remain minus also, because minus into minus is plus, into minus is minus. But if the power is even, okay, then the value is always positive. So minus into minus, because if you look at this one, minus 7 we are multiplying 2 times, so minus into minus is plus, 7 7 is 49. So this is 49 minus 4 1 is 4, 4 into 3 is 12. So this is whole divided by 2. Alright, so this will be your 7 plus minus root under 9 minus this is 7, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So this is 37 divided by 2. Alright, now the most important thing. So the most important thing is this one, root 37. Okay, so in ICSE, now you don't have to worry about this one. Okay, so I'm writing it here. So far we got x is equals to 7 plus minus root under 37 whole divided by 2. Alright, so what we do here is we need the value of root 37. 37 is not a perfect square, so we need the value of root 7. So how to do this? So you no need to worry. Okay, so in ICSE you have to ask the table for the roots. Okay, so in ICSE you get the roots from 1 to 100. So you get the root from 1 to 100. So what you need to do is you just ask the table for root, and you just have to find the value. Okay, so the square root. Okay, so I'm already here, so you just you can go through it in your book also at the last 3-4 pages. You'll find the square root, so you can go through it. Okay, so if you look at this one, the value of root 37. Okay, you just need to go 37. So the value of root 37, okay, is 6.083. So the value of root, this is x is equals to 7 plus minus 6.083 divided by 2. Alright. So now, so many people have the question how to see the values. Okay, so you no need to worry if you look at this one. Okay, square roots. So from 10 to 54, these are the values. Okay, so now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is given like this. So you no need to worry because you will get all the whole values. Now 37.2, 37.3, you won't get the values like that. Okay, so you just need to go through these values. Okay, so this is 10, 11, 12 till 54. So if you need to find the value of root 20, so you just go through 20 and then this value 0. So because 20.0 means 20 only, isn't it? So you won't get 20.1, 20.2 like that. So you get the values of the whole values like 20, 37, 36 like that. So just now I took the values of root 37, that is root 37 is 6.083. so no need to worry. Okay, so whenever you get the square root values, so you just ask the table. So in ICSE they'll provide you with the table, so you just need to find. Alright, so now after this, either or, so either and or. Alright, so what we do now, x is equals to, first we take the positive value 0.83. now is the important thing, please. So this is minus. Alright, so now if we add this 2, we'll get 13.083 divided by 2. Alright, and if you subtract, this will be a 1 point, sorry, so how to subtract? Most of the people have this confusion. So if you look at this one, 7 and 6 we have to say, which is greater? 7. So 7 and 6, then here we have 0.083 and 0.000. Alright, so if we subtract, we need to write the sign also. So this is 7, then this is 9, 1, this is 9.0. So 7 is greater than 6, so its sign is plus, so it will be plus. So this is 0.917 divided by 2. If we divide it, so x is equals to 2, 6 are 12, 2 5 is 10, 2 4 are 8, 2 1 are 2, 2 5 are 10. Alright, so this will be a 6.5415, and this will be your 2 0s are 0, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 2 8s are 16, 2 5s are 10. So this will be x is equals to 0.4585. Right? So now is the most important thing. So we have solved the values of x, but we have to write the answer correct to 2 decimal places. Alright? So 2 decimal places. So what does it mean? So let me rub this one. Okay? So far we got 2 answers. That is x is equals to 6.5415 and x is equals to 0.4585. Alright, so what does it mean? 2 decimal places. So in ICSE you will get either in 2 decimal place, you have to write the answer in 2 decimal place, or you have to write the answer in 2 significant. If it is 3 or 1, also you have to do the same. Alright. So now 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal, what we have to do is in 2 decimal places, you have to see the decimal. Okay, we have to see the dot point. Okay, so after the decimal, the 2 decimal means 2 values you have to take, 1 and 2. So 2 values you have to take. So if you look at this one, so a is equals to 6.5415. So that means these 2 values I don't need. I just need these 2 values. So this will be your x is equals to 6.54. Alright. And x is equals to here also after decimal. I'm repeating it again. After decimal, the 2 values we have to take. So 2 values 4, 5. Now, another important thing. Now, if you look at this one, alright, now we have to take 2 values, but we have to see the third value also. If the third value is less than 5, if it is less than 5, then we take the same value, 6.54. Now, if the third value is more than 5, then we'll add 1 here. So that means this will be a 0.46. Okay, so many people will get confused with, if x is equals to 0.455. In this case, the third value is 5, so it is not more than 5, also less than 5, it is equals to 5. So in this case, it's up to you. You can write 0.45 also, that also is correct, or 0.4, so it's up to you. Alright, so this is the most important thing. Now this is for the 2 decimal places. Now for the 2 significant figure, now in this case what you have to do is, we have to take the values from the left hand side, including the decimal. For example, if we look at this one, x is equals to 6.5415, and the 2 significant figure, which is the values at the extreme left, so that means 6 is the value, so we have to count from 6. So 6 and 5. So 2 values we have to count. In the decimal, don't get confused. After decimal you count 2, but in the 2 significant figure from the left hand side, whatever is value on the left hand side, including the decimal. Alright? So 1, 2. So x is equals to 6.5. Now the second value is less than 5, so we write 5. And here it is x is equals to, so we have to count from 0, remember this, because the first value is 0, 1 and 4. So you can add, you can write 5 also, 4 also, both will be correct, because the third value is here. So this is all about the Sridhar Acharya formula. So the third exercise, I am repeating, the first 2 exercises are not important for ICSE. Alright, the third exercise is very, very important. So in the third exercise, what we do is, we solve for x by using the Sridhar Acharya formula. Alright, so first what we do is, we take the values of a, b, c by comparing the given quadratic equation with the general form. So after finding the value of a, b and c, we will use the Sridhar Acharya formula. So after using those formula, we will get the 2 values of x. Okay, so after getting the values of x, then we'll see if nothing is mentioned in the equation, so you can write in the 2 decimal place like 6.54 or 0.45, but if it is mentioned, then you have to write the answer in 2 decimal place, then you have to see. Alright, or in the 2 significant figure, then this is the method. And another important thing is the root values. So no need to worry, the root values, the root tables you will get in ICSE. Yes, okay. So in the next video, we'll be discussing on the discriminant. Okay, so the next exercise. So till then. The first video we discuss about the quadratic equation and the methods of finding the value of x by using the Sridhar Acharya formula. So in today's lesson we'll discuss about the fourth exercise, that is the discriminant. Okay, so this is the formula that we use to find the quadratic equation. Alright, now discriminant means in discriminant, what we do is, by using discriminant, we can find the nature of the roots without solving the quadratic equation. So in the first lesson we discussed about how to solve. Okay, so if you recall in the first video, I gave some idea about roots and solutions. Okay, so let's quickly revise that. So for any quadratic equation, we'll solve by using the Sridhar-Acharya formula. So we'll get the two values of x. So let's take 5 and minus 3. So after getting the values of x at the end, the two values we'll get. Now these two values, whatever we'll get of x at the end, these are called roots, or sometimes it is also called the solutions. Alright, the roots and the solutions. Okay. Now without solving, now here we can say that these are the real values. Yes, sir. Sometimes we'll get the values of x as 5 and 5. So these are real, also equal, real, unequal. Sometimes we won't get any solutions. Alright, so that we'll discuss later. So for that, so without solving the quadratic equation, we can say what are the nature of the roots. So that is what we exactly do in this section. Alright, by using discriminant. So here what we do is, for any quadratic equation, so let us take any quadratic equation like 6x squared plus 2x minus 1 is equals to 0. For this, without solving, we can check what will be the nature, what will be the answer. We won't get the exact value, but we can say that yes, the roots are equal, the solutions are real, the solutions are imaginary. So that's what we can find. So in that case, what we do is, so if you look at the Sridhar-Acharya formula, the value which is there inside the root, b square minus 4ac. Now this value is called discriminant, and this is denoted by d. Alright, so the same thing we'll do here. We'll get the values of a, b, c from by comparing any quadratic equation with the general formula. So this is what we did in the first video. So here a is 6, b is 2, and c is minus 1. Yes, so a is equals to 6, b is equals to 2, and c is equals to minus 1. So what we do here is discriminant. We just put the value of a, b, and c here. Now after substituting the value, if d is equals to 0, if we get the value d as 0, then we say that the roots, so what are the roots? The values of x. The roots are real and equal. Alright, please note it down. So if d is greater than 0 means all the positive value, then the roots are real, distinct, but unequal. Okay, so the roots are not equal. They are real, they are distinct, but they are unequal. Now, if after substituting the value of a, b, c in this form, if d is less than 0, means if it is all the negative value, then the roots are imaginary. Alright, because if after substituting the value here, if it is minus 3 plus minus 8 divided by 2, if you see a number any irrational number with a negative value, no, till now, till class 10, you don't have to solve this kind of values. Now these values are the imaginary numbers. Okay, so for this we use the different math which we'll do in class 11 and 12 by using the complex number. So for timing, you just keep this in mind. Any imaginary value, irrational number means the value inside the root. If it is negative, then it does not have any solution. Alright. So if it is less than 0 means if any negative values, then the roots are imaginary. So it does not have solution. So no solution. Alright. Okay. So these are the three important things. Okay. Now, so how to solve it? How to find the nature of the roots? Okay. So please note it down. Now, what is the value b here? B is 2. So this is 2 squared minus 4, A is 6, and C is minus 1. So this is 2 to the 4, minus into minus is plus, so 24. So this is 28. So this is not the answer. Okay, we are finding, checking the nature of the root. So if D is equals to 28 means D is greater than 0. So what are the roots? Roots are real, distinct, and unequal. Okay. Yes. So based on this one, all right, we'll find the value of the variable that we that will be given in the equation. Okay. So from this section, the most important type of question that you get next year in 2021, now this discriminant is very very important because in 2020 only the question came from only the Sridhar Acharya formula and the word problem. So next year you might get, okay, so there is 80% chances of getting this in next year's ICSE. Okay, so let's take an example from the previous year's ICSE question paper, that is in 2013. So I'll just write the question: without solving the following quadratic equation, without solving the following quadratic equation, find the value of P for which the given equation has real and equal roots, and the equation is x squared plus p minus 3 x. If you look at this one, this is a quadratic equation, but p are used here. X has to be there in the equation only, so we have to find the value of p. Alright, so this is 4 marks question in 2030. Okay, now how to solve it? Now here, if you go through the question, so again I'm repeating it, the questions are very very important. What is given in the question, with that only we have to proceed. Okay, without solving the quadratic equation, so that is, we cannot use Sridhar Acharya formula. Okay, find the value of p. So we are finding the value of p for which the given, now this is the condition, for which the given quadratic equation has equal, real and equal roots. So what does it mean? So we know that just now we discussed that if the roots are real and equal, then the discriminant is equals to, yes, you're right, discriminant is equals to 0. So since roots are real and equal, so therefore D is equals to 0. Discriminant is 0. Now what does discriminant means? B squared minus 4AC is equals to 0. Now you don't have to do anything, you just find the value of ABC from this equation. So if you compare this with the general form, now what is A? So here A is equals to 1, B is equals, now what is there with X? All the values we have to take, okay? So X is equals to P minus 3, let's put the term inside the bracket, and C is equals to P. The value which does not have X is constant, okay? So B is P minus 3 whole square minus 4, A is 1, and this is P is equals to 0, okay? Now let's expand this in formula. A square minus 2 AB plus B square minus 4B is equals to 0. So this is P square minus 6B plus 9 minus 4B is equals to 0. So P square minus 10B plus 9 is equals to 0. Okay, so this we can solve it very easily by using middle term factorization. Here you don't have to use Sridhar Acharya formula. If you can find the factors, then you know it to bring the middle term. So bring it here. So far we got P square minus 10P plus 9 is equals to 0. Alright, now so we'll bring the middle term. So what should be here? Yes. If the last value is plus, it will be plus. So what are the factors of 9? 3 3 is a 9, 9 1 is a 9. So 9 plus 1 is 10. So p square minus 9 p minus p plus into minus. So many people will do this mistake when you multiply, when you open the bracket, then first you have to multiply with the sign. So p is common, so this is p minus 9, minus 1 is common, p minus 9 is equals to 0. Make sure that when we are breaking the middle term, the term inside the bracket has to be same, otherwise something is wrong with the calculation, so we have to do it again. So this is p minus 9 is common, so what are the remaining term? P minus 1 is the remaining term. So either p minus 9 is equals to 0, so if you take 9 to this side, it will be p equals to 9, or p minus 1 equals to 0, p is equals to 1. So we'll get two values of p, which is 9 and 1. So this is how it is solved. So this kind of questions you will get right often in ICSE. So this year, it was not there in this year's ICSE question paper, so it didn't came this year. So next year, so this is very important. Okay, so it's, so you please go through the exercise. Okay, so from exercise 5.4. Okay, so you do 1, 2, 3, 4 is just the basic question to find the nature of the, but 5 till whichever until till number 15 or 16, all are important. Okay, so you just practice as much as you can. Okay, so in the next video we'll be discussing on the problem based on quadratic equations, so word problem. So till then,